Previously on Survivor UConn, the Sapala tribe was a disaster, and after 3 consecutive challenge losses, the remaining 5 were able to finally send Caston a tribal council.
Yes! Sapala finally gets one!
With the Caston tribe facing their first vote, it seemed that the CJ, Catherine, Zubin trio held control.
So, anyway, I'm 99% sure, and he agrees with this, that you, me, him, Raph, solid voting block, no matter where we vote. I've got me, I've got Zubin, but Zubin has nobody else.
But Zubin's antics during several challenges
Is it from the sprint?
had started to outcast him from several tribe members.
We're both kind of visibly annoyed by him, so we were kind of like, yeah, assuming we'd lose, we'd both like to see him go.
In the end, Lindsay and Raph voted with the trio.
I'm sorry. I wanted to work with you. It's only strategy.
Sending Issa out 5-3.
The 4th person voted out for Survivor UConn, Issa. Sorry. You want to take someone's bandana?
"12 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?"
We decided that Zubin was someone who was good to keep around. Zubin and Catherine both really, because no one really likes them per se, or like people get irritated with them. So the longer you keep them around, the longer you keep a bigger target than yourself.
So I went to Raph. I said, Raph, me and Raph are tight. So I was like, Raph, you gotta vote with me on this one. We just need one more. So he's really tight with Lindsay as well. So he was torn because Lindsay originally wanted to get out Zubin. So I talked to Raph and he said that like he was like really nervous and he was really torn. So we, Lindsay and Raph made a group chat last night and we talked about, and Raph mentioned the fact of getting Issa out to Lindsay. And me and him both, I just agreed with them. I said, yeah, it's a good idea. Like, I think that would definitely be best for all 3 of us.
The vote was 5-3, 5 votes for Issa, 3 for me. Now, I know that I voted for Issa, and Issa voted for me. Now, I'm almost pretty sure, I'm almost positive that Catherine and CJ voted for Issa, and Megan voted for me. So Issa was my target and I got her out. So I got a clue to the hidden immunity idol. And this is a physical copy of the first clue that I received due to voting out my target. The clue reads as follows. If you'd like to be here longer, look around, make sure you see. Check low to the ground and stick your hand in a tree.
Here we go again. How much dirt can you put in a flippin' tree hole?
There was actually one tree by Beach Hall which had a very noticeable hole and a lot of dirt in it. We spent like 5 minutes digging around.
I'm not feeling anything. There's like an ice cream scoop or something like that. I think at some point I will have to take some time off because I have to, at some point, get something to eat and get out of the rain.
Yes, this is the now has essentially become my continuum transfunctioner, an item of great mystery and power, and its mystery is only exceeded by its power. Except I don't know what it looks like, where it is, if it's unique to Cassin, or if someone else has found it, because it is very possible that if this is not unique to Cassin and Zapala's also looking for it, that someone on the other tribe has found it.
It's starting to rain, so I'm going to check out for now. See you later.
But so like you were saying, like Issa is friends with Erica, but
Yeah.
Issa, from what I'm hearing, Issa is probably going home just because I talked to Eric from the other tribe a couple times, and he said the way that tribe's shaping up, it's like Catherine, Zubin, and CJ are in an alliance.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they stayed like at the end of the last
Yeah,
challenge to
yeah.
watch us talk.
Exactly, we saw them, so we kind of know that's like the other like the trio that we're
And like I
gunning for,
I
you
don't
know.
think CJ's like even that loyal to them, anyways.
So Paul's sick. We're so good. We're so good. Thank God. We just had to cut out, you know, the loose ends, kind of like, just get rid of the weak links. There's no weak links anymore. We're gonna win every challenge now. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna win every challenge from here on out. We looked good out there. Really saw like Mackenzie and Earl's endurance for the game in clutch, being able to like outrun, and you know, it was nice. Felt like everybody contributed. It was good.
Yeah, I knew about Alex's alliance with Mackenzie and Mark, like, a couple of days after they formed it. Alex's alliance with them, like, terrifies me. I know he said he was going to be loyal to me, but, like, and I feel like he owes me that, because if it weren't for me, the first week, like, first elimination, he was bound to go home. Like, people were throwing his name around left and right, and I don't want to like brag or anything, but I really like pushed to get Zoe out, and that's honestly what saved him. So I feel like he should be like loyal to me more than anyone else because of that. But the thing that I'm most scared about their three-person alliance is the numbers. Like, it would make sense for his game to be more loyal to them, only because instead of it just being me and him having one vote, he has 2 votes instead.
So, the vote was fucking amazing. Because not only did it go the way I want, but it happened exactly how I envisioned it, which tells me that I do have some awareness in this game. So, from my understanding, me, Zubin, CJ, Raph, and Eric voted against Issa to go home, and Lindsay, Issa, and Megan voted for Zubin, which is what I expected. And I'm just very glad that Zubin's still in this game, because he's very great for my game because of the fact that he feels very close to me, and I really have a solid alliance member that I can really will guarantee vote with me. And then if there ever is a time where we are on the outs, because he is such a bolder character and presents himself like he does know a lot about this game and is very excited about this game, I think especially at like the beginning of a merge or at the beginning of a tribe swap, he will be that target for I'm a target. Usually I'd be worried because we did get rid of somebody who appears to be physically strong, but I do think it is going to be, it's close to either a tribe swap or a merge, to the point where I don't think getting rid of a strong person is going to be that much of a hindrance.
Yeah, if a swap or a merge came, I'd love to work with Earl. I mean, I'm still tight with him. I mean, just the fact that he told me that Doug didn't want me hanging out with him just shows his loyalty to me and that we trust each other completely. So I'm definitely gonna work with Earl once the merge comes, and that'll help me like get into the Sapala tribe. Because right now, I think the Sapala tribe just sees me as like a major competitor, and that like I'm a huge threat right now. So I mean, if I can get Earl on my side, then hopefully maybe Sapala like. I mean, he tells me that he's tight with Sapala, so hopefully, like, he can convince them to take the target off of me.
All right.
What's up?
Welcome back, everyone. Sapala, I'll take immunity back. All right. Well, we're at final 12 here. We've had 4 rounds for you guys, but I think it's time to finally switch things up. So everyone drop your buff.
I don't have mine.
That's
That's
drop your buff, Erica.
Throw it on the ground. Make a big show.
I knew we have
So Erica, you go first.
It's like someone like the satellite campuses, the Exile Island.
Yeah, I took out 10 through 12. All right. Yeah, don't open it, but yeah.
I'm gonna pick up this number.
I like it.
Partially because it goes with 10, and also because it's the only one left. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Any way to be in that entire shot. All right, on 3 we're gonna open and just divide up into your tribes. All right, 1, 2, 3.
It's like Christmas.
Oh my God! No!
All right.
Alright.
Alright, so we got 2 new tribes here. New red tribe. The new red tribe is Balto. Balto is Cassin's lead dog. Balto, the husky dog. And Balto consists of Megan, Lindsay, Erica, Alex, Catherine, and Raph, who's not here at the moment. So that is 5 old Cassin and just 1 old Sapala.
2 Sapala.
Oh, then I fucked up. I fucked
You
up.
don't get.
Right in front of you. You did. Let's say that again. That consists of 4 old Cassin and 2 old Sapalas.
Got it.
All right, and then we have the new green tribe. New green tribe is Togo. Togo was Sapala's lead dog. So that consists of Earl, CJ, Mark, Zubin, Mackenzie, and Eric. So that's 3 old Sapala and 3 old Cassin.
Well, it seemed to be pretty cool. Yeah, the new Togo tribe seems pretty cool. I have CJ on there already, and Eric. Mark and Earl also seem pretty cool, and hopefully I'll get to know Mackenzie. The only issue, of course, is that it's split down the middle, 3 to 3, purely by tribe lines.
After the tribe swap and I was placed in Togo, I was actually pretty pumped because, like I said before, me and CJ have been working together this entire time. So like to actually be able to work with him is gonna be pretty cool. in addition to that, like we have Eric, we have Mackenzie, and we have Mark. So I don't fear any future challenges just because I feel like the people on Togo right now are like comp beasts.
We draw the tribe buffs, and I get red. Look at Earl, and I look at Mark. They have green. I'm like, oh, that's great. Well, Erica has red. And I look at the other tribe. People I've talked to on the other tribe, CJ and Zubin, they have green. I'm like, great. And then we find out who the people that aren't there. We find out what their tribes were. So we find out what the people that aren't there, the tribes are on. Raph's on red. Kenzie's on green. Eric's on green. I think to myself, every single person that I have an in with is on the other tribe, and I'm with Erica, the only person that I have not said a word to on my tribe. This sucks. I'm screwed. Well, at least there's a tribe challenge coming up, so good chance that we win that and I don't have to go tribal.
Alright, so our second big thing to announce, both tribes will be going to tribal this week. We're going to do an individual challenge.
We have both tribes going to the tribal council, and this individual immunity challenge. Winner, there's not even like a challenge for like a reward after. We don't get a feast. We don't get to watch the other tribal. We're just going.
Oh, what?
So that means the people who aren't here sucks for them. They are not winning individual immunity. We're gonna have 2 individual immunities, one for Balto and one for Toga. So you guys are all gonna be going at the same time, and we're gonna have 2 tribals this week. Both tribes doing tribal.
I'm sad.
That's the way it's gonna work. Pretty straightforward. You have a dowel, you have a plate, you have a ball. Can't do it. Can't do it right now.
Too windy.
Okay. It is possible. It's quite hard. We'll give you like 5 minutes to practice it, but it's gonna be just as long as you can do it. All right, Balto and Togo going for individual immunity. We're about to start, so we'll count in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Catherine, you're going all over the place already. If the plate hits your body, then you're also out. Megan drops, Zubin drops. It's 2 out right there.
Catherine's still going all over the place, but she's still in it. Alex pretty steady, Lindsay pretty steady, CJ looking steady. Everyone else looking pretty okay. Catherine's wobbling now. Oh, Catherine's on the edge. She's going crazy.
Oh yeah.
Everyone else very focused, very solid. Alex moving a little now. Mark moving a little. We're generally steady. Catherine settling down a little more since her mishaps, but still in it. We're about a minute into this round. This is a 5-minute round. After this round, we'll move down, so everyone's hand will move a little lower down the dowel. You go, Baxter. Lindsay loses out of nowhere. She was focused, but that'll be the end for her. For Balto, we have 3 left. For Togo, we have 3 left. 2 Sapala and a Castle. And then a Balto. 1 Sapala, 2 Castle.
Nope.
No, 2 Sapala, 1 Castle. I'm doing good at that.
My tribe name again?
Your tribe is Balto. This is a dog. You guys can go. There are a lot of people coming by.
Who's still in for us?
Balto still has Alex and Erica. We're almost halfway halfway through this round, everyone's still kind of steady. Erica did a slight bit. Not it. Oh, Erica sees that. Erica moving. Erica's on the move. We almost did this challenge outside. We would have been impossible. We have 2 minutes left in this 5-minute round. Erica's still moving the most. Erica almost loses it. It's on the edge. Earl with a little bit of movement. Alex is stone cold, looking forward, not at his plate. A little over a minute left in this round. Everyone looking pretty good. Erica's settled down. For the most part, everyone's looking solid. Catherine, after having a rough start, was very solid.
Go beat your ass.
This is my job, Catherine. Don't get mad at Pro Pros.
At least you had one.
Zubin, what happened?
I just couldn't. I was practicing, I just couldn't get it on.
Sometimes it just happens. Alright, we got 30 seconds left to get out of this round. Still solid. And we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone can take their balls off.
Oh my god. I didn't know we were doing it that way. Oh, that was my bad.
I got hard.
Yeah, so you did it the hard way the whole time.
Ethan, right?
I'm good.
Alright, we're gonna count in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. Alright, everyone made the transition, some not as well as others, but they all made it. Mark, quickly out. That just leaves CJ and Earl with immunity on Togo. CJ loses it.
Let's go, Earl! Let's go, Earl!
Earl with immunity for Togo. You can step down if you want. Earl has individual immunity for this week.
The 3 Baltos.
Three balls with Alex, with Catherine, with Erica. One of them will be immune for this week. Everyone looking pretty steady. Alex a little bit more movement. He's rotating around. Alex loses it. Alright, we just got 2 left.
Catherine, quick moves.
One Sapala, one Catherine. Catherine's a lot of movement. No, I had it right. Catherine's a movement. Erica's a movement. Steady. Catherine, what's a lot of movement.
Do you want me to roast you too, Ryan?
You can do whatever you want,
Your
Catherine.
sweet smells so fucking horrible.
My sweet.
Yes, I'm dead. That's like.
It smells like dude, probably.
Yes, it does.
Dude is gross.
That was a little harsh. Erica, a little movement. Erica saved it. Erica moving around. Go guys, guys. Keep it down.
John.
Erica. Ooh, another save. Erica, keep still saving it. Oh, it's going everywhere. Catherine, after a rough start, has been generally steady.
That wasn't a rough start, that was a fucking show.
Catherine keeps talking back at me. Has a big
You
issue
asked
with
for
Ryan.
my goddamn cutout of Jeff Probst to be a better goddamn host than you, fool.
This is my job, Erica. Erica, losing
I
it.
did something!
Immunity for this week.
No!
First individual immunity.
Woo! Oh, I can't wait to tell my mom! Where's my phone?
Thank you, CJ.
Yes!
Alright. Big round for everyone, big challenge for everyone. Earl has the Togo Ball of Immunity this week.
Let's
go, Earl. And Catherine, the Balto Ball of Immunity for this week. Both of you will be immune at Tribal Council. The rest of you, one of you will be going home from each tribe. I'll see you guys this week.
I'm gonna get fucked! Okay, so we swapped. We're no longer on Yellow Tribe and the Syphilis Tribe. We're now on Balls and Mr. Grinch. And I'm on the Balls Tribe. And on paper it looks good because there's 4 Cassin and 4 Yellow and 2 Syphilis. However, I would have rather had, because what's on the Ball Tribe right now, it's me, Lindsay, fuck his name, Raph, and fuck her name, Megan. I'd rather have Zubin and CJ there with me, just so I would know that they're safe, because they're in the minority on that other tribe, the Mr. Grinch Green tribe, because although it's 3-3 Sapala Cassin on that tribe, the worst thing possible happened. You know what? I thought to myself, like, when we went to that first tribal council, when I was thinking, you know what, this could be the opportunity to get rid of Eric, because, you know, we between Issa, like, and Erica's, like, all of us know that both of them know people from the other tribe. And then fucking Issa's name came up, and I'm like, okay, I won't push it because, you know, like, I thought, like, the girls were gonna be more likely to, like, not vote with us, and so I just made the freaking decision, like, okay, I'll go with Issa going out, because I think Eric would go with that, and then Eric was still there, then we're like, okay, as long as Eric does not end up on the same tribe as Mark during the tribe swap, we should be good. And then it fucking happened, and from then I knew that CJ and Zubin were screwed, and I, like, wanted to go commit die.
Togo tribe is a litty tribe, you know it. We're going all the way. It's gonna be a great time. I love Mark and Mackenzie, we're great. We're gonna definitely team up, do some good power build plays. I think we're gonna be pretty dominant too. I feel like we can win a lot of challenges. That's faux show.
You know, if there's one thing I don't appreciate, it's being berated and harassed and ridiculed by my own goddamn host. So the moment Ryan said, yo, Catherine's really struggling over there, I'm like, So I think the only reason that I ended up winning that immunity was to spite that motherfucker. Fake ass Jeff Probst.
I was glad Catherine won individual immunity rather than Eric or Mark, sorry, because obviously they were like the two on the outs. I was pissed that I didn't win because I was very solid, and then out of nowhere, just like, so, yeah. I think her reaction was more important than mine. It wasn't unexpected, but it was a lot.
And Catherine wins, it's great. One person on the other tribe that probably could have targeted, because she's Catherine. And then there's me, there's Erica, and I'm like, I walk up to Catherine like, so, how screwed am I?
Right.
Alright.
So, what are you thinking about?
Well, you gotta give me something.
I gotta give you something? What do I gotta give you?
I got one option, and I got another option.
Yeah? I mean, if you're talking about whether or not I'll work with you, I will work with you. Like, what exactly do you need from me?
So,
basically?
What could you do to reassure me that I would not be in the bottom of an alliance?
Well, I mean, that's a difficult situation, but like, okay, so like, what are you concerned about? Like with like your other option, because like, I'm not sure exactly where I would like what alliance I would be in exactly, like when it comes to the merge and how like the dynamics would change at that point. So if you're like talking about like I'll try now or like in the future, like, what do you like?
Because going to the merge, you know it's sketchy when you propose to me, hey, here's my original thing with the whatever the fuck your tribe's name is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sapala, and then here you, this casting member, yeah, we're just gonna pull you along. So you're gonna have to like suggest more than that. You're gonna have to give me objective evidence leaning towards the fact that I'd have a better chance of not being on the bottom in a clear, easy pick out after being a useful number for a few tribals on your side.
I mean, like, the
Because
game is like pretty fluid.
You're gonna have to throw some names at me as far as like who would be.
Oh, there's plenty of
ahead
people
of me.
on like either of our tribe that I'd rather like get out because they're threats.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're aware of how much of a threat like people like Eric would be.
Mhm.
And like on my tribe, like Mark is like clearly a threat.
Mhm.
And like I don't know, like obviously I'd rather Erica go,
Mhm.
but like I assume that you're probably deciding between me and her right now, unless like there's other things that you're thinking about.
Well, there's probably other things you're thinking about.
Well, I mean, what like people have presented me is that like basically they're just like, oh, just vote Erica.
Mhm.
So like that's all I've been told.
Yeah.
So like that's like really the only like option I'd be giving on this tribe.
Mhm.
So like it's not like the people on like that are on this tribe would really like be anywhere above you because none of them are like really giving me any like leeway like what to do. So if you're concerned about like anyone on your tribe, you don't have to be. And there's like only 4 of the people on my tribe, and I'm not like worried about like I don't know. Are you like asking like for an alliance that you'd be in with?
Yes, as far as like a solid voting block.
Like how many people like would you want? Like also like what are you like doing? Like what are you like what is your plan like for the merge? Like what do you want to do?
Survive.
Well yeah, but like
that's all I got at this point. Literally do whatever keeps me in the game. And right now I'm just looking at my options of what's gonna keep me in the game. And
I mean if you're
I'll tell you now. I am immune.
Yeah.
If we go to rock drawing, I'm still immune.
Yeah. Trust me, I've thought about that.
How big is your desire to actually want to keep you and Erica together in this game?
Like, I don't even like know too much about Erica. Have you talked to her at all?
Yes.
It's like she wants to stay with me. But, like I don't even know who. Do you know like who the other side is like for sure voting for?
Let's find the other side.
Okay.
Like
well,
other
like,
tribe or
like if we're like talking about our tribe and theoretically you, me, and Erica were a voting block,
Mhm.
then the other 3. So like Raph,
Lindsay and Megan would be like the other part of the tribe.
I don't know. I've just like been hearing like general answers like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like super easy vote. Just like.
But have they like told you a name?
Not an updated one.
Like what was the last thing that you heard?
Last thing I heard was Erica.
Okay. Because that's what they've been telling me, but it's like really hard to tell like if they're just like lying, because obviously they could just lie to me and then vote me out.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, never know what'll happen. I'm like, interesting. And I'm like, I really need that idol. I need my idol back. And Earl's he's just dead or something. He's MIA. I haven't heard from him all night. Like, great.
So Alex asked me for the idol, and to be honest, like he was never gonna get it because he thinks that I'm stupid. Like Doug treated me the same way. Like they feel like, and like this is the way I portray myself. So like I knew that it was gonna happen, but like for them to actually act on it, it's kind of irritating. But like they treat me like I don't understand the game or like I don't understand social game, and yeah. So they were like mostly Alex. Like he used me. Like I know he did. Even before the whole swap happened, like his alliance with Mark and Mackenzie, I knew that I was disposable. Like I really did. Yeah, like I forget what he said to me one night, but he texted me and he was all like, what did he say? He basically made it sound like if he had to use the idol or if I had to use the idol at Tribal, that either way I would take the blame so that his alliance with Mac and Mark didn't like reveal itself. And so like from that point, at that point, like I knew that I was disposable to him. But like after the swap, little does he know I have like connections with like almost everyone on both teams except for like, I forget their names. But
hope I don't get voted out. So I go talk to people. I talk to Raph. I even missed part of the club that I run because I'm talking to Raph for so long because he was 30 minutes late. Thanks, Raph. Really appreciate that. I talked to Raph for like an hour, and then he didn't even want to record anything, so it was great. So there's no footage of that. That's footage unknown. But basically, he's just like, we're going to vote for Erica, and I'm like, oh, cool. Why her over me? And he's like, because Erica doesn't talk to me. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, I want the girls out. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, how do I know that the girls on your tribe are gonna vote for her? And he's like, oh, because I'll tell them. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, I think we should keep Megan around. Megan's pretty. And I'm like, okay. So I'm just sitting there like agreeing with everything that he says, and I'm like, so you want to vote for? You don't want to vote for anyone else? He's like, oh, we are most definitely. Everyone thinks on our tribe that we are casting strong. We are all casting strong. We're all gonna vote for casting for Sapala, and it's going to be Erica because I like you. I don't like Erica. Erica's weak. I don't want to be on the same. I don't want to be at the end with Erica because I want to be at the end with people that I actually like deserve to be at the end with. I'm like, oh, cool. That's fun. So I guess I'll vote for Erica then.
People were scrambling. Oh, okay. People were scrambling and like, they wanted. It should be an easy. It is an easy vote to get either Alex or Erica out. And I spoke to Alex, and that was a very kind of good conversation, I guess. This is before the tribal, and just before tribal, just before tribal, Lindsay. So we were gonna do a split vote where 2 people vote for Alex, 2 people vote for Erica, and then the plan was them 2 should be voting for whoever they're targeting. But last minute decision, like literally an hour before tribal council, I got a message from Lindsay while she's talking to Megan, and Megan wanted to target me and saying that I should go or something. And I said, I respect that, but like that's something that I should be thinking later on instead of like now. So that was kind of a bit risky with Megan that time, so I just said, yes, okay.
I hate myself on the camera.
Yeah. I think switching to Megan is the best possible option now.
Megan. Yeah. I like the split vote, but like, damn,
We get-
can't really trust her right now.
If we could trust her, the split vote would be the best option, but I don't trust her.
Me neither. Damn. There are two what Catherine and Alex want to talk about. I'm interested with that one too.
I don't even trust Catherine completely, but like we have to.
We have to. But I think on this vote, like this voting block,
She's not gonna flip.
she's not gonna flip because she needs us. Because she's not gonna have anyone. So she's gonna trust us, hopefully.
Initially, after the challenge, the goal was get rid of Alex. Because we don't like Alex. Because Alex is very smart. He's observant. I don't think a lot of people, like Old Sapala, like him a ton. But I still think he's threatening. So we wanted him out. And then I was talking to Raph, and CJ was involved even though he couldn't like help with the vote. But we kind of decided like, yeah, we want to get rid of Alex, and then I was like, well wait, if there's an idol, which there's a good chance there is because Sapala had gone to 3 tribals, we don't want to risk everyone just votes for Alex and then Alex votes us out, one of us out. So the plan was myself and Megan would vote for Alex. Raph and Catherine would vote for Erica. If they play an idol, then it's a 2-2 tie between whoever they vote for and whichever one of them didn't play an idol, and then the other 2 flip. If they don't play an idol, it's the same thing, but it's 2-2-2. So regardless, like, we have the numbers for the revote. Then, Megan was acting very sketchy. She was like throwing Raph's name out there, which obviously I wasn't a fan of. I think she was talking to too many people, and no one really knows that Raph, CJ, and I are working together. So she was very quick to say, oh, Raph's a threat, we need to get rid of him now. And I was like, no. I shot it down, but she was still acting like, I don't know, we didn't like it.
Let's get started here. So, Ethan. Alright, let's get started here. So, Balto tribe, first tribal for the Balto tribe. We got new mix here. We got 2 Sapala, 4 Cassin. So, coming into the challenge last week, we had a bit of a switch up. So, let's talk about that a little. Let's go with Lindsay. So, what were your thoughts going into this new tribe? We had switch up. You have your majority Cassin, I suppose, but it's a new change of face, change of people. What do you think about this group?
I think the majority in my favor obviously made me feel like okay, but then again, like it's a tribe swap's a tribe swap, so new people, you don't know what they're thinking, you don't necessarily know what everyone else was thinking before you switched, so this just kind of like adds a lot to the mix.
And on the flip side of the things, Alex, you and Erica are kind of in that minority position, just speaking from a tribal standpoint. There's 2 Sapalas, 4 Cassin. So is that something that's on your mind?
I mean, it'd be stupid not to be on their mind, because if they wanted to, they could just vote for either one of us and we couldn't do anything. So, like, obviously it's scary.
Alright, fair to say. So we go into this mini challenge. It's individual, so one person coming out of it with the win. And Catherine was very shaky. She had a rough start, but she stuck through it. So she gave me a lot of lip through it too. But Catherine, does it feel good to get a big win to start being viewed this round?
No, because
because you hurt my feelings by roasting me during the beginning of the goddamn challenge.
What did I say?
You're like, yo, Catherine, off to a rough start. I'm like, fuck you, Ryan. So I stuck through
You were
it.
off to a rough
And
start.
so
I'm
I
just-
No, that was my dance. That was my mating call.
I'm just saying what's happening, and you were.
Trying-
you
I
were
was
going-
doing my mating call.
Can that was my mating call be the title of this episode?
Yeah, that's an interesting
Also,
technique.
I was like the role
trying to, like,
I know, who was the
Yeah.
dance for? It was her dance. For herself.
myself. But yes, I'm glad I'm safe. I'm cold, but I'm safe. Yeah.
Mia, let's talk about what was your reaction when you won? You had quite the explosive.
I told my mother.
You did tell
Yes,
me.
I did.
Well, how did your mother think of it?
She's like, she texted "Yay" with exclamation points.
How many X's?
Probably like 3.
That's not that many.
And then she's like, "Did you merge?" with like 2 question marks. I'm like, "No,
We didn't.
We didn't."
No emojis?
No.
That's
She really doesn't care that much.
Erica, you came pretty close. You were right there. You were right in it, and then you dropped. What? Are you worried now that you lost that challenge? You're in the minority, just from the Sapala casting standpoint. But do you think there's more things going on in this tribe? What's your idea of things right now?
Yeah, well, just like Alex said, it'd be pretty stupid not to be nervous. But we'll have to see how the vote shakes out tonight.
Raph, another challenge. Where are you?
That I missed. Oh, just being New York.
Yeah, Raph living life first Newport, now New York. He's seeing the world.
Hey,
Imagine
I mean,
having time to do that.
yeah, Megan dreams of that.
Hey, I make videos there too, so.
Oh, you make Oh yeah, you did.
I made a video.
You did make
I was
a
like-
video.
I found out there was a tribe swap, and I was like, I'm making a video straight away because I wanted a tribe swap, and then I wasn't there.
Some New York vlogs from Raph. I like it. I like it.
Anyways.
You should have got like the naked cowboy in the vlog.
Raph, does it worry you that like you didn't even get a chance to win immunity this week, and you're on a tribe of 6?
100%.
Even if you have 3 other castings, is that something that's bothering you?
Oh, 100%. Because, what else am I gonna say? Because I wasn't there. I couldn't even compete for myself. But I just gotta like trust my alliances, and hopefully it shakes up. I'm worried.
So while we came in this tribe before casting to Sapala, to say that Cassin's like one big happy group, I think would be a little false. We did have a split vote last week. So Megan, why don't you talk to me a little bit about that? How do you think that went, and how do you think that might affect this vote a little?
I think it was just a lot of people were telling each other different things that just weren't true. So like they were definitely lying to each other to like sway the vote a certain way and get certain people out. So it'll be interesting to see if the same thing happens this week.
Do you guys?
Lisa and Susan.
Do you guys think that, and any casting can speak to this, but do you think that kills some of your unity, or do you think you guys kind of like recreated that bond a little? I don't know. What's your thoughts on that?
The fuck cares? I'm not going on.
No, I think we've created the bonds because, like before, like on the last vote, I was kind of in the middle as well. So I only got to talk to like a few people, and then told me what to do, kind of. And Megan was on the minority for that group, so I kind of have to approach everyone on our like captain team. Come on, this should be like sort of an obvious vote. And then just approaching and stuff. So,
Last thing, open question. Anyone wants to speak to this a little. So, merge is coming up. It's got to come at some point, right? We're at 12 right now. We'll have 10 after both tribes go tribal. So, do you think merge is a big part of these votes right now coming up for the merge? Like, do you think you guys are creating votes based on who's gonna stick with you deep into the game, or do you think you're trying to eliminate some of those bigger threats now? 'Cause before earlier in the merge, it was kind of like, earlier in the pre-merge, it was kind of like who's gonna work with you, but now it's kind of like who's a big threat to win the game. That becomes more and more important as we get closer to the end. So does anyone want to speak to that a little, or like what your thoughts are on that?
I think especially coming like from a tribe that went to tribal once, like we still need to see, and now that we have like 2 new people introduced, like those are 2 new, like I said this before, but like 2 new faces, like you have to kind of figure out how they might play going forward. And at the end of the day, like even if you get like, I had a point and then I lost my point, but like basically my point was that
What a great point.
wait, it'll come back to me. It made a lot of sense.
Numbers are good.
Numbers are good, but like you're also okay. Here we go. I'm back.
Yeah.
You have to figure out like who you can trust. That was my point.
Which
of saying,
number
like,
good? Which number good?
Right. Which number is good?
Yeah.
Because like I said, like it's 2 people we didn't know before, so now we have to figure out like.
It's thinking about who's in the other team as well.
Right.
Considering that.
Definitely.
There's 2 people that's new, but you don't know who they're working with on the other side of this game.
Yeah, I mean, this is still pretty new for Casson. I mean, Sapala, Alex, and Erica have made the rounds.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry! That's interesting.
Nice to meet you, finally. Yeah, I missed 2 challenges, okay? Sorry.
Alright, sitting right next to each other. What were you thinking? Who was sitting next to you?
That's why I sat next to her, because I was like, oh.
But you waited till now?
She can agree.
You've been sitting here for 11 minutes at least. Alright.
We like to build up anticipation.
Yeah. That's it.
We're building bonds on Survivor UConn.
Yes. That's what it's about.
Is it Survivor UConn?
I'm sorry, I cut.
Survivor UConn right now. Yeah, I mean, Casson's been pretty immune. Catherine, after, I feel like you've told me a lot that like, oh, I won't win challenges, but you've been immune more than anyone at this point, you know? So,
I mean, there's only been one goddamn individual.
there has, but...
But Earl, but no, Earl's been shit. Never mind.
Yeah, Earl's tribe's not done well.
Well, what are you trying to say about the whole tribe?
The tribe's dead.
Dave,
Yes. Are you not
Paul
loyal
is
to this?
dead.
Are you not loyal to balls or whatever the fuck this tribe's name
challenge
is?
performances where we lost 3 times.
You're doing amazing, sweetie. There's a converse for it.
We're proud of you.
Sapala scraped away. They got out of it. Alright, on that note, I think we're getting ready to vote. Is there anything else anyone wants to bring up? Any inspirational quotes? Alright, I think it's time to vote. Erica, you go first.
Plan's a plan.
I'll go tally the votes. Alright. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, I'll read the votes. Alright, I'm gonna do this right. First vote, Megan.
Second vote, Erica. That's 1 vote Megan, 1 vote Erica. Third vote, Alex. That's 1 vote Megan, 1 vote Erica, 1 vote Alex. Fourth vote, Erica. That's 2 votes Erica, 1 vote Megan, 1 vote Alex. Fifth vote, Megan. That's 2 votes Megan, 2 votes Erica, 1 vote Alex, 1 vote left. And the 5th person voted out, Survivor UConn, Megan. Sorry to say, that's enough for tonight. Alright, you wanna bring me your bandana? Sorry, Megan, but the tribe has spoken. 3, 2, 1 tonight. You guys are getting creative. I don't know who was surprised or who was just plain confused, but that's it. You guys have made it through, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
I mean, I was told who had me, but we did have an agreement on how we were voting, so it's going to be interesting to find out who voted me out, because I know that the former cast and tribe had a bunch of agreements together, so it's going to be interesting to see who turned back on those agreements.
Hi.
Hello there.
Yeah, so
Hello there.
we can have like a bit of a game night tomorrow or something like that?
Yeah. We'll try and get everybody together. Talked to Zubin after the challenge. He seemed to really like me. It seems like he might be interested in working together. He was telling me he's gonna have people over tomorrow, hopefully, and do like a game night so we can kind of get to know each other. Just cause, sorry, I was sweating. Just so like we can get to know each other. I think it'll be good, just kind of feel people out. Zubin did lie to me already a couple times when I was trying to get some info that I already knew about. So like, I already knew that the vote was like 5-3 split from other people in the tribe, and so I asked him, and he said, "Oh, it was 6-2." So like, I did get some votes, but I didn't get that many. And I was like, I don't even know why he lied about that, to be honest. But then, yeah. So I was talking to him, and I was trying to get information about the cast and people, basically, like, because I don't really know a lot about the others in my tribe. And so he really was not budging at all, because he was just like, oh, I don't really know. I was just worried about keeping myself in the game. I wasn't in any alliances or whatever. And so I was like, all right, I'm just going to tell him what I know, just so like he'll stop kind of messing with me, trying to lie or whatever. So I was like, all right, well, I heard that you, CJ, and Catherine were in alliance. Like, maybe you could give me some info on that. And he was like, oh, and then Catherine happened to be walking behind us, and she was like, did somebody say my name? And she like came up and talked to us. So that kind of ruined that moment. I like everybody in my tribe now. There's no one I don't like, so it's not easy anymore to just vote people out. I gotta pick and choose, like, who do I like more? You know, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. Hopefully someone does something and just piss me off, and I'll just be like, well, bye, and then just, you know. Or we'll see. Maybe I'll get my target, and my target will be Zubin, and I'll just be like, sorry, Zubin. Need those idol clues. We'll see who my target is. I'm probably going to play based on who my target is this week, just because we're starting fresh anyway, so that kind of gives me the freedom to try and manipulate things for this week. You know, no alliances have to be set in stone right now, so. If I had to guess the games that Zubin would like, you know, I'd probably say like checkers, maybe chess, solitaire, you know, these kind of not fun games. I don't know. Maybe some Connect 4 we can get in. Maybe he has one of the, I would love it if he had one of those basketball hoops that you could like shoot over and over again to get the score. I hope that's there. I don't know. I'm going to go to his apartment tomorrow hopefully and find out. Even if everyone else bails, I think I'm going to go. Just because I want to know. I want to know what kind of games we're playing. So come back for next episode to see what we play.
My tribe Togo, I was a little nervous about because the numbers were like split 3-3, And plus, me and Eric aren't on the best terms right now because of what happened in the last vote. So, I mean, right now I don't feel like I have the numbers on the tribe, which is like a little scary of a spot to be in. But I still have Earl, and I'm just gonna try and survive the next however long until merge.
I thought the second my ball hit the ground, I knew that I wasn't safe. With there being a 3-3 split, it meant that pretty much anyone could go based off of that idea alone. Furthermore, I believe that Eric and Mark know each other from outside the game, so that means that Eric could be flipped over to the other side by Mark, which means that if I don't do something quick, then either myself or CJ will be going, and given how I got votes last time, I think it could be me. So I'm going to talk to Eric and Earl. Eric was on casting with me. Earl is immune. Hopefully I can also talk to Mark. I do have all of their numbers, however, there is a midterm I have, so I don't know if I'll be able to talk to all three of them and swing them over to my side. Hopefully I'll be able to swing them to vote for Mackenzie, because I don't think Eric will vote Mark. And yeah, so that leaves Earl and Mackenzie, because I'm not voting for CJ or Eric. And since Earl's immune, that just leaves Mackenzie.
We're in the student union, and we're just getting to know each other since we're now on a tribe together. Yeah, so Earl is going towards allied health, and I'm going towards material science, so I'm taking like linear algebra, statics, and thermodynamics.
That sounds disgusting.
It's just really complicated. In fact, it's why I don't want to have the tribe council tomorrow, because the midterm's on Wednesdays.
Oh no! This is so annoying because literally everyone that has been eliminated so far, like from my team, they have come to me like the night before or like the day of, and they have literally asked me like who I was voting for, and like I keep telling them that I'm not gonna vote for them and that I'm gonna vote for whoever they want me to. And like, okay, because with Zoe, she asked me maybe 5 minutes before the elimination. With Katie, she asked me like the day before, I think. Doug, of course, he asked me.
Yeah, so that's pretty much how I was able to get to the idea that, it's either Eric or Lindsay, so I'm just trying to stay, because I don't...
Hello.
Yeah, so I'm just trying, because I've actually talked to CJ a little bit, and we're pretty close. I also, I don't want to vote for Eric either, and you're safe, and you wouldn't get my vote even if you didn't have immunity. So.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, you're so nice.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is that leaves Mark and Mackenzie, so I'm trying to figure out which one to go for. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really talked to Mackenzie much. I have talked to Mark.
Eric and Earl seem to be considering it. Of course, the idea that they're considering it does not mean that they are necessarily on board. It's possible that my talk could be influencing them the other way. It could be influencing them to vote me out rather than Mackenzie. I'm essentially going into this vote praying that everything goes at least partially to plan. I've got no out. I've got no idle. Otherwise, I would pretty much play in an instant. But yeah, I'm just pretty much praying that everything goes my way because I'm honestly just scared shitless.
Alright, let's get started. So, Togo Tribe. Big swap this week. So, big swap this weekend. We have 3 Sapala, 3 Caston on this new tribe. So, big change of things, a lot of different people coming into play. So let's go to Mark. So Mark, what are your thoughts about this new tribe? I think you got a good group here.
I like my new tribe, yeah. I think we're solid. I think we're a lot better than the other tribes.
What about compared to Sapala?
Oh, we're way beyond Sapala. Sapala's low-key trash. We lost all the challenges. I'm so happy.
So
now.
many
We're gonna play
times.
challenges.
The first 3.
Yeah.
You won one
But now-
challenge.
We got
Yeah,
that endurance up.
It was kind of lucky.
All right, so we go into challenge, individual immunity. Earl, you pulled off the win this week. So, are you happy about that? Were you worried? Do you think you could have been going home this week? Are you happy you had individual immunity, or you think it won't matter too much? What's your thoughts on having immunity?
I feel like the fear of going home is like always there, no matter how safe you want to be, like regarding your position in the game. I'm glad I won immunity, but like you said, it's only for a weekend. Anything could happen, and it's next week.
Zubin, do you think the original tribes are going to come into play here? So, if we're just looking at it straight up, we have 3 casts and 3 Sapala. You can't really form a majority with that unless you like went to rocks. So that's not a majority, but that's the only way if you went straight down those lines. But do you think people are going to be trying to stick to those groups, or do you think a lot of things are changing now?
Maybe, yeah, it could very well change. I mean, there might be some people who want to stick with their tribes, but there might be other people who are willing to work outside those lines, and so it just depends. But I think that if anyone really wants to get a majority, they are going to be working outside, because the only way to lock it in would be to get someone from the side.
How about Eric? So, Sapala votes, I think everyone's kind of heard this. Sapala votes have been fairly straightforward. Casson votes, we've had 2 votes.
Wait, I haven't heard about Casson actually.
Well, we've had 2 votes involving Casson, and they haven't been straightforward, to say the least. So,
2?
Well, involving Casson members on the other side. So,
Oh, interesting.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Wild. We got drama. That's all I'm saying.
So, do you think the result of the last vote of Casson as a tribe would come into play in this vote? Do you think that trust in that vote changes, or do you think it doesn't matter? Do you think it is what it is? You're just trying to play the game. I don't know. I'm asking, like, did the way the vote ended up for the last Casson Tribal Council, does that come into play going forward?
I think it doesn't, because we have a new tribe, so it's like a total new breakdown of who is actually on that tribe. So I don't think it really plays a factor into this week. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the merge is coming up at some point. So do you think some of the relationships you're building on this tribe are going to be stronger than some of your original tribe relationship? I think it's a combination of all of those. Kenzie, you want to speak to that?
Yeah, I think it's important to keep your alliances throughout the game, because when you're by yourself, you don't really have anyone unless you're aligned with people. So, and I think from the beginning, you make your strong alliances with your group.
How about CJ? Let's talk about targets a little. So target twist still in play. It's round 5. Do you think so? Right now, there's a lot of things going on with Old Casson, Old Sapala, smaller tribes. We got 6 people on each tribe. So, do you think the people that are going to be eliminated? Do you think that's more because of who was whose target, or do you think that's more because people are trying to get leverage going forward, going to merge? Do you think it's just people trying to stick by tribe lines? What do you think's the general main priority, or what do you think should be the priority?
Well, I think that it definitely plays a small role in it, a small motive. But we've been 5 rounds through this, so I think relationships have formed, and I think it only plays a small.
What does everyone else think? Do you think the target twist is something that's still thought about a lot, or do you guys think because we're around 5, so the clues are getting easier as we go on, but also idols are more likely to be found as we go on because there's more easier clues, longer time, more opportunities to find them. So does anyone have something to say about that?
Wait, I have a question. You said the clues are getting easier. Does that mean easier to find the?
Yeah. So say Sapala went to tribal 3 times. Clue 1 was the hardest. Clue 2 slightly easier. Clue 3 slightly easier. So not. You guys get more clues.
Clue 6 would have been a set of GPS coordinates.
Yeah. It would be a Google Maps directions. You think you guys are gonna have a crazy vote tonight? You think it's gonna be clean?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Alright, I think it's time to vote. So one at a time, I'll call you guys up.
Oh no. Thank you.
It's kind of not a great system.
Fuck you, Alex. I'm coming for you.
Just like stay. Just kidding.
I'll go tally the votes. Alright. If anyone has a community idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright.
Grandy, ask the other thing.
No, we asked that before, I forgot again. I like if everyone can vote community idol. Alright, after the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Zubin. 1 vote, Zubin. Second vote, Mackenzie. It's 1 vote, Zubin. 1 vote, Mackenzie. Third vote, Zub Daddy. Zubin. That's 2 votes, Zubin. 1 vote, Mackenzie. Third vote, Zubin. That's 3 votes Zubin, 1 vote Mackenzie. Fifth vote, for the 6th person voted out of Survivor UConn, Zubin. I'm sorry to say that's enough for tonight. Please bring me your bandana. Alright, thank you Zubin, but the tribe has spoken. Alright, go ahead over there.
So, it didn't go the way I wanted it to. I was hoping to at least force a tie, but I think it was unanimous. That means that, so, Catherine, save me, you're my only hope. Alright, check you later.